Today in 10 investigates short-term rentals can be considered a home away from home while traveling, and there's a lot of benefits to choosing them over a hotel.
Well, tonight in Hocking County, they are now at the center of a brewing legal battle. 10 Investigates reporter Rochelle Aline explains why.
County leaders have proposed dozens of rules for the many short-term rentals that occupy this county, but we've spoken to some owners and managers of short-term rentals who question if those regulations are fair and if they're legal.
For Nathan Krantz, this is a view that never gets old.
And there's a 6-acre lake that's down there.
Since building this cabin more than a decade ago, his family has converted it into a part-time short-term rental.
And then it was just, let's just rent it, on the odd occasion that we want to, not come down and enjoy it with our kids while they're young.
According to Krantz, this property is one of hundreds of short-term rentals in the Hocking Hills area. But he and other rental owners or managers say their business model is now facing a threat. That's after the County Zoning Commission proposed pages worth of regulations. They range from having properly labeled units to potentially requiring some owners to plant 6-foot trees as a buffer to their neighbors.
One section in there that covers the distance between the top of a mattress to a ceiling on a bunk bed and how far they believe that should be.
Uma Zielinski is the board chair of the Hocking Hills Lodging Owners Association, or HHLOA. She claims the cost of complying with these rules would be too much for many of their members.
Our lodging owners have sat down. They've looked at what critical changes that they would have to make. And so many are so tearful, telling us they would have to sell their business.
We took that feedback directly to a county zoning commissioner who says the basis of these potential changes is connected to safety.
Our intent is not to limit the business potential of any current or future cabin owner in Hocking Hills.
And he went on to say that they're open to suggestions on these rules. The HHLOA tells 10 Investigates they're hoping to propose some changes. But in the meantime, they've also hired an attorney to look over what's already been proposed.
Put us in the position to have to get aggressive by getting legal counsel.
And county leaders tell 10 TV that they're currently having those proposed regulations reviewed by the county prosecutor. At this time, there's no word on when they might vote on those proposed regulations. In Hocking County, Rochelle Aline, 10 TV News.